Thank you for joining me for another Infinite Woman interview. I'm your host, Tana Marshall, and today I'm talking to Linda Whimple of the Linda Factor and founder of Video City Directories. Let me tell you about Linda. In 2003, Linda, who grew up assisting her parents in their family business, found inspiration to embark on her own entrepreneurial journey when she came across a new technology called video email. Intrigued by its potential, she bought a camera and involved her children in learning videography in various business settings. Linda's primary objective is to aid the prosperity of small businesses by helping them achieve significantly increased visibility through a range of unconventional video strategies. And we're going to learn all about that now. Welcome, Linda.
Thanks, Tana. Thanks so much.
This is such a unique and valuable service that you offer. And I know you use videos to boost visibility for small businesses, but I want to go way back. What was the family business that you walked away from?
Oh, the family business. My mom and dad, my dad was a general contractor. So they built new homes. And I got to pick up the lumber.
You picked the lumber.
Okay. The nails. Yeah.
Wow.
And
okay.
just help with things like that. I did try nailing, and my dad laughed, and he, after a few taps, he says, "Okay, I'll take over now."
Okay, I had no idea that I thought maybe it was something kind of related to what you're doing now. So that's awesome. I was just curious to know what that was. Linda, how did the directory get started?
I'd love to tell you. Ready?
Ready.
My foundation is data entry, medical legal transcription. So I was doing that. I was working at the hospital and coming home, taking care of the kids. And during the evening, I would browse newsletters, because at the time we didn't have social media. We didn't have what we have now.
Yeah.
And I came across an opportunity to have video email. And that piqued my interest. And I thought, I can do that. So I bought the camera, I put it up on the computer, and I tried my hand at it. Mom only lived an hour away, but she helped me practice. and I tried selling it, and I didn't have any success. Mm-hmm. And then a few months later, I came across another opportunity to do a business directory. Now, because data entry, I think with this, I can do this. So I got the software and I worked on it, and it was going great. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to learn how to cold call. How do I go and get clients? So I had to go learn the art of cold calling, and that's an experience in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then as things are moving along, I have some clients in the directory, and I think, I wonder how I can get this video email video to play on the directory site. That would be really cool. And at the time, it was not a copy and paste code. It took me about a week to learn the code, to figure out the code. But the day that video email video, that little square video played on the directory site, my desk was in the living room. And I jumped up and I said, oh my gosh, kids, we're not going to go out there and tell people how they can use video. We're going to go out there and do it for them. And we're dancing around the living room and everything. And they're 10, 9, 8s, they don't know why they're so excited.
Wow. So that's how it all got started?
That's how it all got started. And then I went to my clients that I had, and I said, we can do video on the directory now. And they said, what? Show me. And I had my little video demo, and I showed them, and all of them wanted to have a video because that was unique. And so the kids grew up learning how to do videography in different business settings, and being patient when mom went to networking events with them. But I also wanted to show you something real quick. Yeah. This is why the thought of even having a directory was so enticing to me beyond the data entry.
Yeah.
That is, when I was 8 years old, we went on a trip somewhere. I don't know where, doesn't matter. But I saw this in a little shop. It's a little Matchbox trailer. And I loved horses, so it's a horse trailer. It's got the 2 horses in it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm playing with this horse trailer in the car as we're traveling. But you know what's missing from this? I don't have anything to tow it with.
Yeah.
So I told that to my mom, and she kindly then bought me the car. And so it grew with this. I was able to develop cities, the streets, the bushes, the houses, the people,
Yes, that is such a good analogy. I love that. And you have that image on the directory of city, buildings and trees and car. Oh, I love that. I totally
yeah,
love that. I love backstories like that. That's so great. And it is a great analogy because you have your thing. It's just going to sit there unless there's something that makes it move. So you're helping businesses move.
yes,
Yeah. So the video is the trailer. You are the car.
yes, because you can have a listing in a directory, but if it just sits there and
Yeah.
no one sees it, what good is it?
Yeah, so you're creating the movement. I love that. Thank you for sharing that story. And I love that you have visual aids. There are more visual aids that we're going to get to. But I know you went through a difficult period
Yes,
and we're going to have to maybe give up on the business that you were maybe going to have to give up or
yes.
or reconstruct everything and move on. So tell me what happened.
What happened was that I was really close to having the grand the grand marketing campaign. And so I had a special going on and to gear up for that grand launching. And I came across, didn't mean to, but there are a couple people that uh, um, had a great time on Facebook and pretty much shut me down.
Oh, wow. Oh my,
That happened on a Saturday in October, and the next day my mom passed away.
oh my God. Wow.
And and I didn't know. Anyway, there was just a lot.
Mhm.
But knowing that there was the bullies going on out here, and I really wanted to stay within the walls of this house. Um, but that didn't stop. And then my 29-year marriage passed away, and then Dad passed away,
Oh my
and
God.
then my computer that had all my messaging and all the images for that great launch, that computer passed away. And then, not to make fun of anything, but my phone that had all my contacts in it and my mom's last message to me passed away.
No, oh my God. Difficult time is an understatement here. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. This is just like boom, boom, boom. Go ahead.
It,
Wow.
and it was,
Oh my,
and it was. So I had the opportunity, shall we say, to quit, just quit. I couldn't go out. I didn't feel like I could go out and talk to anybody because reputation.
mhm.
I hadn't done anything wrong, but anyway, the perception.
Right.
And so I had the opportunity to either quit or I would have to literally piece everything back together and relaunch. And I knew it was going to take time,
Yeah.
but I was under the Afghan a lot,
And
trying.
I want to hear the Afghan story.
Okay, trying to figure it out. And so this is the Afghan story. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's okay. The story of the Afghan. So, do you see this strip right here?
Yes.
Okay, it's gold,
Yes.
and on each side of it, it's not blue. It's royal purple.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is the center of the Afghan, and it represents your core. You are royalty. You are of value, great worth, and it's the center. Okay, so there are times in our life when things are going along in one great solid color. Things are good. We have a good routine going on. Things are great. Then there's times like the pink over there when we run out of color, something happens, something grievous, heartbreaking. And it's during those times when it would be really good, when you don't know which way to turn, that you remember your core. You are of value. You are of great worth. Your voice needs to be heard. Someone needs to hear you, needs to be around you. So attach another color to the strip. Have the courage and determination to move forward and be present, be around people. Don't stay within the four walls of your home or your room, and keep talking, and things will straighten out. Things do straighten out.
My God, you've got me almost in tears, and I have to hold together because I can't talk when I'm crying. Oh my God, Linda, that is so incredibly powerful. And I knew there was an Afghan story. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know it was going to be so incredibly touching and meaningful. So, oh my God, thank you. And I love that you've really got the imagery right there. You ran out of one color. I didn't even notice it before you pointed it out, but you ran out of the pink and then you had to go to the green. But and thank you for pointing out that's purple, because it looks blue to me, but we want to make sure people know it's purple. It's gold and purple.
It's gold and purple.
That's
And
amazing.
so this is the loom that I use to create the strips. And for every person that I talk with, that I'm in communication with, is another stitch on the loom.
Yeah.
So Tana, thank you.
Am I a stitch on the loom?
Yeah. At least one.
I love that. I'm honored. I'm honored to be a stitch on your loom. Wow. Oh my God, Linda. I mean, this is turning out to be so much more powerful and impactful than I ever imagined. And I do want to focus on the Video City Directories, but your story is just so inspiring in and of itself. I really want people to hear it.
When I was, especially the bully and then mom passing away, that's the Afghan that I was under.
Yeah.
And it wasn't put together like that. I mean, I did have the different colors, but not the gold and the purple. And when I had that decision to either quit or continue, I thought, I am worth it. I did have success before.
Yeah.
There were people happy with what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And just real quick, this is the Afghan that my mom taught me. This is the first one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, but she was of the mind of dark blue, light blue, white. Dark blue, light blue, white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's a pattern.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of changed that pattern.
There is no pattern, right?
There is no pattern.
Yeah. Like life. It's like life. You never know what curveballs. And there's that story about tapestries where professional weavers, if they make a mistake, the master weaver
Yes.
comes over and help them just incorporate the mistake into the design or create a new design. So you're doing that. You did that with the Afghan, and you did that with your life. This is beyond anything because I never knew any of this when we talked before. So your story is amazing, and you're such an inspiration to me. And you know, so many people have to deal with the trolls out there, but this is an example of not to get biblical, but there is a Bible verse that says something like what man meant for harm, what man meant for harm, God will use for good. So you took that and you turned it around and created something amazing. And I'm glad that you retained that feeling of I did do good things. People were happy with me, because there's that saying about reputation that it takes years to build and a moment to destroy. And obviously, I think there are enough people that know that trolls and don't always pay attention to them, but they can do damage. But so you rebuilt things. So I want to hear about what happened when you were rebuilding things, because is this what led to what is now the Video City Directories?
I had the Video City Directories all the way back at the very beginning.
Okay, but it just evolved, right? Did it evolve?
Yes, it has evolved, because now you can have a profile in the directory. But again, and there's something else that I really buck against, and I don't know why I'm so passionate about it, but when someone says that they're the best kept secret in town, that I want to do everything I can to make sure that they're not.
Oh, I love that. And that's what
Okay.
everybody needs. Yeah, there's so many people that are not getting the visibility they need, because we all hear, hey, shine your light. Everybody needs what you have to offer. But if you're shining and people are still not seeing you, they need a service like yours to give them visibility.
Yes, yes. So about that time, 7 years ago, well, 7 years ago, before all that happened, I thought, here I am working with video, and I've got a directory. I need to learn how to rank those videos on YouTube. Okay.
Yes, I want to hear about this, because I think a lot of people need to hear about this, because they either don't know or they don't want to deal with it themselves. So go ahead.
Oh, I totally understand that. So I got a little bit of training, and I got a video, and I was successful in ranking it on the first page of YouTube. Okay. For 2 days. And then it went down the feed and disappeared. Okay, so I tried it again, and it disappeared. And I tried a different video, different category. I think the longest I had a video up was for a week, and it disappeared. And it was really frustrating. I didn't know how to make it stick. And then all that happened. Well, now I've come back around to it, and I've upped my training and my tools. And now when I rank a video on YouTube, it's on the first page, and it sticks. Sticks for days and days and weeks and everything.
And people don't need to know how to do fancy videos or anything, right? Tell us a little, what do you need from people when they sign up with you to have this service provided? What do you need from them, or what do they need to do?
What do they need to do? Well, I would need to know if they already have a video. Because if they don't have video and don't want to be in a video, then we can make one for them.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because not everybody has a YouTube channel that you promote, correct? But you use YouTube to promote all kinds of businesses, right?
Yes, yeah. So we do host the videos on our channel. We found that was the easiest. So it's really hands off for the business owner.
Okay, cool.
Well, hands off. I mean, they obviously have input. We get their approval before we do anything.
Yeah.
Publish anything, but no, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to have a video. That's and awesome. You can be ranked continuously on the first page of YouTube.
That is amazing. It's because, like I said, I actually took a whole course about that, and I've done the keyword thing, and I've ranked some of my videos, because I've been doing videos since 2013. I have over 300 videos. I used to do a weekly video. I took a little break. I switched to interviews, took a break during COVID, blah, 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 whatever. But I didn't rank enough to attract the subscribers and all that kind of thing. But the service that you provide can definitely help with that. I know we've been working together, and I created a little video for you. But you can create it for people if they don't have a channel, if they don't want to be on video, or don't want to create a video, they don't know how to create a video. So that's another service you provide, in addition to all of the promotional services that you provide.
Right. And I chose the YouTube channel, the YouTube platform, because all the other platforms, they just go down the feed. It's constant content creation. But once you have a video ranked on YouTube, it lends more credibility, authority, and then we can build on it. I like building. I don't like having to keep creating, different, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. And I'm sure most of the people watching this, especially people with businesses, understand that. But tell us about a little bit more. How important is keyword ranking for those who may not know, and why it's important and why it works?
Well, the question that so if you were looking for what you do, what would you be looking for?
Me personally?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, women's empowerment, personal development, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual growth, that kind of thing.
Okay. So we would take that and we would do a deep dive on the research
Okay.
and find out. And I also did find something out about me, which is I'm more competitive than I ever thought I was. So I don't want to just rank you for number one. I want to, I want you to, I want you to dominate.
I love that. I think everybody wants to dominate, not have to deal with it. So it's
Right. Yeah. And that's a challenge and a joy to me to
that's
do
what we
that.
need to do. We need to hire people who love doing the stuff we don't love to do, or we don't want to do, or we're not good at. So that's all of you. You love it, you're great at it, and you want to do it. So that's amazing. So I really hope anybody with any kind of business who is watching this is going to reach out to you and utilize you and your services, because that when you have someone like you that loves what you're doing, it comes through in the work. So anything you're going to do to promote people, it's going to come through in the way you promote them. So that's, I'm all about energy and the law of attraction and all that kind of thing. So I know that your good energy going into anything that you do is going to come back to not only you, but the people that you are promoting and helping grow their businesses. So I love that so much. This is so awesome, Linda. Wow. I'm trying to think, because I don't know if we need to go into more detail about the keyword stuff, but just tell us a little bit for people who really have no clue. How do keywords work?
That's a good question. Really, how do they work?
Well, because you do the SEO ranking, right? And that's done with keywords to
Right.
get the rank.
Yeah. So one of the key elements we do is to make sure that the graphic in front of the video, the thumbnail graphic, has the same keyword phrase that someone would be looking for.
Okay.
That's why it's important to know that's why we do that deep dive. What are people looking for? How to best something.
Yeah. Okay, good. And the good thing is that people really don't even need to think about it. They can just contact you.
I know. Sorry. See, already you got me thinking.
No, I think that's great. Yeah, you know what? Whoever's watching this, don't even worry about it. Just contact Linda and she'll do it for you. So if people do want your help, where can they contact you and learn more about your services and hire you?
That would be going into the lindafactor.com. That
Okay.
would be the best.
Excellent. Okay. You know where to find Linda. If you don't want to deal with any of this stuff, contact her. Information here, information in the description below. And Linda, I just want to thank you so much for being here and sharing your inspiring story. Holy crap. It's such a great comeback story and just a great example of resilience and determination and success. It's so heartwarming. And I want to thank you for sharing that, because that's a lot of personal stuff and a lot of stuff that happened all at once. So thank you so much for sharing all of that here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tana. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for being here. And thank you all so much for joining me today. I'll be back with more inspiring interviews with amazing women. So remember to subscribe here on YouTube. And if you'd like to join the community and get free resources to support your self-care, jump over to my website, tanamarshall.com, and sign up to be notified about upcoming events and programs. And while you're there, take the self-care boundary quiz and find out how well you prioritize your well-being or not. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.